Today I want to talk about internet use and political efficacy studies of Chinese political participation and the government reaction in the information age. First of all, I want to talk about the background of our study. Today, China is facing the two challenges with the development of economic growth and social change. One of them is a mass incident. The Chinese state's euphemism for riots, strikers, street protests, road blockers, and other forms of mass protest. From the table 1, it's clearly that the level of social tension and number of protests against the government are rising. And the other challenge is the more and more people can contact the internet and use it as a tool for grassroots activities. According to the 29th statistical report on internet development in China, the scale and the percentage of net citizens in China experienced the market increase over the past years. At the same time, the number of mobile internet users also experienced thorough increase. Besides, microblog is become a popular social tools in China today. So, combining these two challenges, it's easy to say that the internet has made politics much more accessible to a wide audience. And the surge in internet users has also been spurred by an increasing demand for the human right and democracy. Recently, mass incidents become a mean of expression in the virtual world as the internet creates new opportunity for freedom of speech outside the authority-censored traditional media. More and more Chinese netizens make the online mass incident another feature of contemporary Chinese politics. After discussing the background, we turn to the object. Our study will try to solve the following problems. Does political efficacy exist when people use the internet to protest the authorities? Will internet become the new platform or new channels of orderly political participation in China? Are there contentious politics or new social movements that are on the rise in China's nationwide wide scale in terms of governments? How will Chinese government address challenges successfully when facing social change? It is important for scholars to get a clear concept before self-research. So in our article, we adopt the widest concept about internet use, political efficacy, and state governments. Our research is based on the data collected by ABS of National Taiwan University. We will use logistic regression to compute all the ratios. The first model of our research is designed to test whether internet access can affect the political participation. In our whole sample analysis, we take 1 dependent variables and 2 independent variables. This is the result of our binary logistic regression. This table reports when attention to political news increases 1 unit, the odds ratio of the voting can be predicted to increase by 1.2 times. Besides, a unit increase in frequency of using internet decreases the odds ratio of voting about 1.2. It's clear that the more attention to political news, the more citizens tend to vote. But the more frequent frequently citizens access the internet, the more they tend not to vote. The minus to log likelihood procedure R-square and the improvement or predictions in the model by the new introduced variables assure that the results or date fitting are rather reliable. But because there are a great deal of respondents who never surf the web in the above model, because we use the data was collected in 2008. So in order to get the optimized result, we only analyze respondents who have access to the internet. However, we just get the same result. The second model is designed to test whether information access can affect the political participation. We also take one dependent variable and two independent variables. This is the result of binary logistic regression. The second model was classified to three types. The type 1 of this model reports people who are very interested in political news tend to participate in political behavior compared with those who are not interested in political news. In addition, the frequency of using internet increase 1 unit. The odds ratio of interest in politics will increase 1.3 times. Based on the findings in this model, that individuals' political efficacy will increase political participation even in the context of China's semi-competitive village elections. And the type 2 and the type 2 and type 3 of this model report the similar results with attention to political news and access to internet. People always want to take part in public life, but it does not mean they will cast their ballots. The hypothesis also cannot be proved, at least in this experiment design. Now we finally come to a concluding source. Using API state, we found there were no direct carrier relationship between internet use and voting in Chinese village direct election. People, especially youngs, who spend more time online do not participate in offline politics more frequently. Internet access itself does not guarantee anything in China. Also, some scholars hope the internet can achieve the result of democracy or other things in China. Our result suggests that the internet has no direct carrier effect on political participation, but it does not explain the indirect relationship between these factors. Besides that, we often read the news such as Chinese government shut down internet cafe. Since the internet does not as useful to democracy as we thought, as Chinese government reactions to the internet excessive. Maybe this is another target in our further future. Thank you.